about how a particular cement company was polluting a community in the Wekoro. And they kept saying, they kept saying, they kept countering our narrative until we decided to do a 5-part investigative report. Well, a particular report focused on the houses. About 110 houses were in that community. 70 had been destroyed by flying rock fragments from the quarry. That was what we focused on in part 1. I think the part 2 focused on deadly metals in water. Then we did test 2 for the residents of the community. We tested their blood, tested their sputum, and everything. It revealed that they were living with serious health issues. We even showed graves of those that had died due to serious respiratory tract infections and so on. Then we did another, the one that actually spot serious action. When we did deadly metals in their blood, no, they didn't spot that kind of reaction. But when we went to the farms and recorded the impact on the vegetation, the Wekoro used to be known as a very thriving agro-economy back then, before the arrival of that cement company. We recorded everything. We published, I think, inside the wastelands of the Wekoro and Lapeleke. The government sent emissaries immediately to that community. The Commissioner for Information and Environment, they all went there with that Sunday. At some point, they were like, "Let's opinion the campaign, let's the campaign." When they start saying that, know that you are making impact. Who are you campaigning for? You are not campaigning for a political party. You are campaigning for a better life for host communities to multinational. So we are actually doing good work. So they got them all to go back to the drawing board. And I tell you, I think in 2023, I did 9 years after we reported that. They relocated some people whose houses got destroyed. That is the impact. They relocated them to another part of the community, and it was on the company footed the bill and everything. Then 9 years after, I did a follow-up. I went back to the community and reported and realized that after that initial, what you know as initial grant that they did, things have actually gotten worse. So we reported it again. They called them to the drawing board again. The last I heard that they sold the company to another. They sold that particular multinational has pulled out and sold the company to someone else. So as journalists, see yourself as productive social agents. It's not, when you want to score moral victory, though I would prefer that you score the so-called moral victory, ethical victory, doing stories that impact positively on lives of people that are presumably underprivileged, people on the receiving end that without that your story, they will keep living in dire straits. Than scoring moral victories, engaging in unnecessary squabbles, attacking, damaging people with unsubstantiated reports, and calling it moral victory or investigative journalism. So let's try as much as possible to commit ourselves as productive social agents to the rebuilding of our communities. Every story has a problem. We must ask before we start, what is the problem? Why should people care? What do I want to do after reading this report? Your story should address all this. So, and in writing your stories, has anyone ever written a feature story? Okay, you know what? I know that the bulk of what most of us do is that they go to where there's a crisis, they take pictures and they post online. But even that takes skills. You look for pictures that will tell the story that will tell the news, very impactful pictures. And I will advise that if you really want to pick up a career in journalism or in content creation, whatever that has to do with journalism, go for remedial courses, try your practice. There are books you can read, there are programs that you can apply to. This could be certificate programs that would help you. So doing, you will be able to distinguish yourself. If you could be a skit maker, and your skits could be seen as your skits could address crucial social issues. I think there are a few skit makers who do that, who aren't all about sex and dance challenges and everything. Skits that tell stories. Do we have any prominent skit maker here? No. Do we have anyone here interested in journalism? Okay. At the end of the program, I might share with Dr. Eric, I might share certain materials or I will share certain materials that he can pass over to you for you to read. So I know you can just go online, go to YouTube, go to the news sites of major stories. So, see, your focus will be on education, it will be on health, it will be on agriculture, and it will be on everything. Just tell stories, draw attention to issues that you believe need urgent intervention. Because if you don't tell those stories, nobody will tell the story. Thank you.
The proposal and the knowledge that simply amazing. And you have to social media is trigger major social unrest. And now we all know, please at the back, send us receipts, send it on WhatsApp. Don't send anything to me as you say. Keep them to yourself. You're becoming an agent of fake news, misinformation. When you send any funny thing, okay, you are sending us receipts. So what happens? You have helped the in Asia, especially India and China. Their post is more about how, checking from today, you hardly find the what. You know, the point of view and age of basic journalism, what, where, how, over there, the emphasis on how. Go online, go to TikTok, you will see how to prepare noodles in 2 minutes, how to tie noodles, how to easy how. But in this part of the world, it is what, and what usually does not tell the story. About quantitative, self-qualitative, and what it is. But then it is the beautiful. It's making for social change that will be handled by our second speaker, Mrs. Christiana Alabi. As she was on here, motivated me to try, but I just hope that now will be a nice enough to don't stay here. Well done. The last time I saw you, you were with didn't trust. Then okay, didn't trust, but then now it's a dead call. Ladies and gentlemen, I have standing before me Mrs. Christiana Alabi Akode, a development journalist and media relations expert with more than 15 years work in news gathering, writing, and strategic communication. That's why she's here today. With a strong educational background, including a master's in mass communication from Cambridge University, a PhD postgraduate diploma in education from the National Teachers Institute, and a distinction in HND from the Federal Polytechnic Kaduna. She has honed her skills across different media platforms, and a career that spans as a reporter, going from one place to the other, editor, finding mistakes, correcting syntax, semantics in stories, and of course, media relations manager. Our guest speaker is a recipient of multiple awards, including the Courage in Journalism. Somebody who is fearless, fearless, audacious, bold, beautiful, and brilliant. She has the Courage in Journalism Award, the 2016 Journalist of the Year Award. She got the WSTU Best Story Award, among others. She's passionate about storytelling, humanitarian services, and driving impact change through her work. She's currently the managing editor at Dev Reporting. If you're not following Dev Reporting, you are missing. Talk about story that is concise, precise, and verified, not fake news that can damage, like the doctor told us a few minutes ago. Dev Reporting is a niche platform that focuses on development issues as they relate to the SDGs, talking about the strategic development goals. Okay? Her proficiency in English language, Yoruba language, Hausa language, combined with her digital marketing skills, make her versatile, dynamic media professional dedicated to excellence in her field. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you an amazing woman in humanity, creativity, inventiveness, innovation, and benefit to humankind. Let's give it up to our speaker, Mrs. Christiana Alabi Akode, 40 minutes and half time starts now. They said it not. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I hope it's good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Ma, when it's 12, is it noon or afternoon or morning? Okay, so how can you greet us? Morning, afternoon.
What is it by your time? Well,
So what do you say? Good day.
so the youth have it. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm highly honored to be here. I want to say a big thank you to my guests on the table, my HOD, former HOD. I call him my daddy, is my uncle, is my, sometimes I just call him, but you've not called me, then what happened? Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Lilesi. Dr. Lilesi is an uncle and a colleague. Mr. Dr. Ololade, good to see you and to meet you today. Dr. Eric, thank you so much for the opportunity. Mr. is my friend. So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm happy to be here. I actually have a slide presentation, but 40 minutes is the time. Let's see how we can sorry. Okay, my topic is skit making for social change. Dr. Lolade said it all. He has said it all. I'm glad he watered the ground for me to come in. You understand? He has told you all it takes to be ethical at what you do. You understand? So I'm standing right here now to encourage you to become positive change agents. Yes, the social media is there, but what are you using it for? It can be used positively or negatively. So it depends on what you decide to use it for. It depends on what you decide to make out of the social media. And what will be said of you after now that Aisha posted something like this, positive or negative? And you know one thing, internet does not forgive. Do you know? Even if you put it down, you'll be surprised. Somebody somewhere has saved it. And one day you are vying for a political position. You now go to a community to say, I will do this, I will do that. Maybe many years ago, you have raped a child or a minor that was put on social media. You think everybody has to do it. They will bring it back for you. And then you now begin to run your task. Hey, who did this? My enemies, my village people are after me. Now lie. So, skit making for social change. I need you to open your mind. I won't take much of your time because it's going to be practical as well. So as I'm telling you these few points, I need you to take notes. I'm going to break you into groups after a few minutes, and we will discuss and come up with a skit. I have two topics to take: skit making for social change and participatory theatre. So I will have two groups to create a skit for us. The other two groups will do participatory theatre. So please pay attention. I won't take much of your time. So let's go straight to, I know a lot of you watch skits on social media. You know what skit means. Is there anybody here that does not know what a skit means? I know you have watched the good ones, the ugly ones, and the bad ones. Do you understand? So, but then, what is a skit? A skit is a short dramatic performance designed to convey a message. In a simple, engaging, and impactful way. It is meant to convey what? A message. That, in other words, a skit that does not convey a message is no skit. Do we all agree?
Yes.
If you don't have a particular message you're passing, whether positive. I remember in 2020, there's this skit maker that was arrested. Trinity guy.
Yes.
You all remember his case?
Yes.
What did he do? Oh, thanks.
Try to engage.
He used a minor,
Minor.
in his kit. I was asking the minor, what is the color of his private part?
Ow.
Is that a skit? Is that supposed to be a skit? What message being passed in such a skit? I hope we're not going to be producing that kind of
No, we won't.
So, now, what is social change? Social change refers to transformation in behavior, values, attitudes, or structure of a society over time. Transformation. This change we are talking about could be gradual. You understand? Just as it is much more easier to destroy a thing than to restore it. I hope you all know that. If you want to build this house now, it takes time. It may take like 6 months, 1 year. But if you want to destroy it in the next 20 minutes, it will be destroyed. So that's how it is. When you dent someone's image, it is difficult to redeem it. Whether the image of a country or of an individual, you understand, it is much easier to destroy than to restore. Let's have that at the back of our mind. So I've told you what a skit is. I've told you what a social change, immediate or gradual. When it has to do with policy change, it could be immediate. Government will just come. And then from next year, all WAEC and NECO will be CBT. You understand? But when we want to do something on change of attitude, waste disposal, you understand? How you dispose your waste, it has to be gradual. You have to follow the people. It takes time to achieve such change. So, we have types of skills. We have educational, it could be advocacy, comedic, interactive, or digital skills. Okay, so why do we use skills for social change? I said skills make complex social issues more understandable and emotionally impactful. You get what I'm saying? For instance, when I was coming to this place, I discovered that the road that leads to this place is bad. You understand? Ordinarily, you may not have opportunity to meet people in government, sit with them and talk to them about the road. But you can put up a skit, you understand, that shows how difficult it is for people to commute. You can put up a skit and post it on social media. You can tag the people that needs to be tagged. You understand? They will see it. And then, especially when it is close to time for them to come seek re-election, that's the time they push a lot of projects because they want you to vote for them again. You understand? Push all of these things out. You claim you have done this in social communities. Go there, go and check. Did they do it? Have they done it? You understand? You can speak to people in the community. Some of you may have that acting skill. Look for 1 or 2 people to join you. Put up a skit. You understand? Constructively. Do not abuse anybody. And don't fabricate lies. Be factual, just as he said. Those are the core of journalism. You have to be factual. I hope you know skit making is part of journalism. So using skit for social media helps to communicate directly to the public using simple language, relatable characters, simple language. Don't do a skit that people begin to look for dictionary to understand what you're talking about. You understand? Use simple language that resonates with the people that they are meant for. Every content has its audience. You know that, I'm sure. So every content has its audience. Look at the audience, the demographic. Okay, these are the people we are targeting. What kind of language will catch their attention? Use it. I'm not saying use vulgar language. No. You understand? It could be something that has to do with market women. Maybe they do not even understand English. They won't get your message. Maybe about keeping the market environment clean. That's the advocacy you're trying to. You get. You can do your skit in Yoruba language if they are Yorubas. If they are Aworis, you can get somebody that can help you speak that language. It will resonate with them better. Do you get what I'm saying? I went to Ibadan one time and I saw somebody selling a product. How many of you know Erarike?
Yes.
Do you know I forgot what I went to do in the market and I was thinking. The way she was advertising this product, singing, people were just dancing. Even if you don't want to use it, you will want to buy it so that you can stay longer around where it is being advertised. So they prepared that. I think she packaged her advert in a way that it captures the attention of virtually anybody that hears what she's saying. Everybody who understands Yoruba who want to dance and probably you want to buy. You understand? Because she tells you things that Erarike can do for you. Tinuba Runi, Erarike. If something, if you are going through this, use Erarike. If you are going through that, use Erarike. So it's very, very important for you to use simple language that your audience can understand. So skits can address issues like drug abuse, peer pressure, addiction recovery. We have gender inequality. Recently, I did an investigation on sexual abuse, how the police are not helping these children, are not helping abused children to get justice. Your child is abused, you go to the police station to report, and when they look at you, they see that, madam, just forget about the case. Don't worry, we'll talk to you, we won't touch your daughter again. That one will wet their palm. You understand? And you don't know anybody. You don't even have the money. In the first place, they tell you to go and arrest the perpetrator. You will pay 50 or 20,000. Won't you run away? That's story for another day. So it can also address issues like youth unemployment, political apathy, and internet fraud, environmental pollution, water scarcity, etc. Now let's go to the process of creating a skit. If you want to create a skit, you identify a social problem. It says the same thing. Even in writing a story, it has to be about a problem, and that problem should be identified so that you work around it. So now, identify a social problem that resonates deeply with your target audience. Secondly, try to explore the real causes and consequences of the problem you have identified. You understand? Now, maybe there's the problem of every young boy wants to do Yahoo because they want to be rich. You understand? Now you look at, okay, what are the consequences of this problem in your community? Then you develop a storyline that reflects everyday life, using humor or drama to build emotional connection, everyday life, and then using humor. You know, skits most of the time make people laugh, and that's why people are drawn to it. You understand? So while you are putting together your skit, you must not be too serious. Nobody will watch you. You get it, nobody will watch it. So while you are discussing a very serious issue, you still try as much as possible to make it a bit funny and add a little of comedy so that people want to watch your content. Then the skit should move the audience from awareness to emotion, from emotion to reflection, and from reflection to action. So earlier I said that every skit is trying to pass a message. And at the end of your skit, endeavor to have a call to action. What is it you want people to change about? What is that behavior that you want people to change? What is that positive thing that you want people to begin to do? You understand? Make sure there is a call to action. So structure of a good skit. You have the beginning, the middle, and the end. The beginning introduces the characters, the situation that immediately draws interest. You have the middle that shows tension, conflict.
Some of us can touch your points.
Oh, I'll share this with Dr. Eric. I have just 40 minutes. And this is just one of the topics. So I need to, I'm so sorry, please. I'll drop the slides with him. Okay. So you have the middle that shows the tension, the conflict, or the consequences that highlight the seriousness of the issue you are trying to talk about. Then the end offer a resolution, like I said, call to action. There is a call to action at the end of your. So we have steps to prepare a script. You identify the social problem, like I said, select a relevant community problem that needs attention. Please, a relevant. You see, when you don't take yourself serious, people around you won't take you serious. If you just go and make a mess of yourself, just put up anything that people will just laugh, no message, nothing. Next time you put something up on social media, people may not be drawn to it. You understand? But when they know that, no, this guy is always posting very good content, you get what I'm saying? Relevant issues that affect the people. You see, in fact, they will begin to call on you that, when next are you posting? We are waiting, you know. They'll be anticipating to see your content. So, define the core message, develop characters and roles. You know, sometimes there are some skits that you can't do alone. You need maybe like 2-3 more people to join you. So you assign roles to people, to the characters. You apply the story structure. Write the script. You need to write the script and dialogue. You know, just the way the normal acting, how people act. There's always a script to guide you on what to do. You get. Then you rehearse if you have the time. Make sure you rehearse and know this is how you do it. No, don't say it this way. You know, to fine tune everything, and then you before you go to. So now, what does skit making do? It enhances teamwork and collaboration because you can't do it alone. So every member plays a crucial role. That you have the scripting, the acting, directing. Somebody is directing, somebody is editing. Somebody after the production, somebody handles, or while the production is on, somebody handles the props, maybe the costume, the location. You know, all of those things. And maybe it could also be stage presentation, just as we are going to have very soon. So start thinking what your skit is going to be about. Then use your performance tip. Use expressive body language. Please, when you are producing a skit or you are acting, be friendly at least. You know, if I stay here now and I just frown my face, what I'm telling you, will any of you want to look at me? Hello? We don't want to even listen to me. So your face, your facial and body expression has to be inviting. Not, I'm not saying you should go and misbehave on. That's not what I'm saying. But at least you should invite people to what you are talking about. Be friendly as much as you can. So keep the message sharp, direct, and aligned with the desired social impact. Engage the audience emotionally, make them laugh, make them think, and make them feel uncomfortable if possible, especially the policy makers. You understand? You can make them laugh, you make them think, and you can also make them uncomfortable. Maybe, especially those who are not doing what they are supposed to do. Make them feel uncomfortable so that they can act fast. So beyond the stage, turning skits into tools for social transformation. I'll take this away. So skit making is not just about drama, it is activism through storytelling. It turns ordinary people into agents of change. That's why I said I'm here today, to encourage you all to become positive agents of change. Please look at happenings in your environments and do beautiful skits about them. You understand? Them on social media. Some of you have platforms where you can even present some of these productions. Maybe in your church, maybe in your mosque, maybe you belong to associations or school, wherever. You understand? Anywhere you have platforms to present your good content, please do not hesitate to do that and pass your positive messages. So that's it for skit making. Any question? There are three structures for your skit. What did I call them? Structure. You have the beginning, middle, and end. Beautiful. And when you want to begin your skit making, what's the first thing to do? You identify the problem. And at the end of your skit, what are you supposed to do? Please clap for yourself. Now, let me quickly go to start thinking. What is that problem in your community that you are going to produce a 3-minute skit about? I don't know the group that will do skits and the group that will do participatory theater, but I know we are going to have both just very soon. Participatory theater techniques. So, so what is participatory theater? Unlike kids, where you have roles assigned to it. Hello, are we together? Okay, unlike skits where you have roles assigned to different people, you understand? In participatory theater, you have the audience become part of your performance. You understand? For instance, maybe we want to do something on peer pressure. I can just come up, I can meet use my lady now. Maybe she's my friend. Shade and Bosse, and this is Aisha. We are trying to convince Aisha to join us. The two of us are into job. You understand? We are already a bonge job, you know. So we want to convince Aisha to join us. And then we already know, the three of us already know our roles. So we just wish that maybe break time in school. Aisha, this thing will be talking to you about. Now, do you want to remain a child? This one will say, you, I don't know. You are just a mommy's girl. You know that kind of thing we are asking. So while Aisha is thinking whether to give in to her pressure or not, there will be a break. And then you just go to the audience. Hello, sir. Please, in case you are Aisha, what will you do? He will come up with a solution. He will step into Aisha's role and as though it is Aisha. Only for Aisha, I will not listen to them. You understand? Somebody has to say, if I am Aisha, I will report them to the school authority and let the school know that something like this is happening in the school. From different people in the audience, you know, they were not part of your planning right from time. You understand? That is what makes it participatory. Do you see the difference between skit making and participatory theater? So I just use this to, so you will have a clear understanding of how it works. It could be on any problem at all. So let's not waste time on that. So the purpose of participatory theater is to raise awareness about real societal challenges while empowering the community to generate solutions. Imagine we are in a garden where we have monarchs, traditional rulers, and in traditional, maybe they are talking about early marriage in the community. And they are asking the facilitator just take the mic to the traditional ruler. Sir, if you are Amina, what will you do? Maybe she's the one that is able to go into early marriage. The traditional ruler will come up with a solution from his own perspective. You understand? And you know, whatsoever he says, he won't go behind and do otherwise. You understand? People begin to hold them accountable from there. But traditionally, like you said at social events that this, even if that thing is happening, if it is a trend in that community, they will begin to look for a way to address it. Because they see that people are already beginning to bring it to life, that people are complaining about it, they do not want it anymore. So they begin to deliberate amongst themselves. See, this thing we are doing, I think it is time we stop it. You understand? It could be about female mutilation, female genital mutilation, anything at all in your community. So it is not also just to entertain, but to provoke thought and action, moving people from awareness to responsibility. Responsibility in the sense that you give them opportunity to provide solutions. You make them a part of your performance. You understand? So key features in a participatory theatre is audience participation is central. They help shape the narrative in real time. That's on the spot as you are acting. You get. Then it focuses on real life social or community issues that resonate with the audience. It utilizes improvisation rather than full scripts. You may not even need script for this. You get, you may not need script for this. So, because you don't even know who will attend the event and who you are giving the mic, who the facilitator will give the mic to. So are you going to give that person in script, say, yeah, read your script sharp and read? No. It's spontaneous. You get, they come up with solution immediately there, yes. So it makes them think fast, critical thinking. They're talking about drug abuse. What can be the solution? So they begin to provide solution on the spot there. So for those of you that will do participatory theatre, please take notes. So also the processes involved. Okay, you identify the pressing social issue just as we have in skits, the problem, develop your short scenes that provoke emotional response, then pause at critical moments in the performance to invite the audience into your performance. Then the facilitator open discussion where participants propose solutions or act out alternative endings. So, examples, let's leave that. Benefit of participatory theatre, it inspires behavioral change by making social issues felt, not just understood, because you act it. So it makes you feel what they are talking about. You understand? We can even decide to tell somebody in the audience to act. What name did I give you? Shadi, to act as Shadi. You understand? So it makes them feel what you are talking about, rather than just understanding. Yes, they understand and they feel it because they have acted it. You get. So you have all this. Impact on youth development. It helps young people develop analytical thinking, emotional intelligence, and self-expression, because you can be called upon without you knowing, to provide solution to a particular problem that has been identified. It encourages leadership by giving them ownership of narrative and solution making. It serves as a tool for mental health expression. So it builds confidence, leadership, and communication skills in participants. It transforms passive audience into active citizens. It makes people become active, rather than just sit down, watch, and laugh. You understand? They become very active agents of change too. So I think that would be it. So it is more than just performance. It is a social intervention through arts, and it empowers individuals to question, reimagine, and rebuild their society. Platform groups. So we start from you. You take number 1 to 4. If your number is 1, you'll be in group 1.
Okay.
If your number is 2, you'll be in group 2, 3, and go like that. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3. Who is 4? Hello? Who is 4? You are 3. Okay, what about the lady backing me? She picked you. Okay, so we have 1, 2. Oh, okay.
1.
Okay. Hello? 4, right? It's 4, right? Okay. Yeah.
1. 1.
4. That lady is 4.
4.
Okay, so the lady in there. Okay, 1. Hello? Okay, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you think that? Please clap for yourself. Can you just break into your Please, fight a problem in your community. A 3-minute key for you. Group 3 and 4 participate in theater, please.
How many minutes? How many minutes?
For this 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Presentation is 3 minutes.
My own beginnings.
Okay, thank you. Let us take a look and take all the leaders and I invite on stage one more time.
The vice chancellor, yeah,
turn their waste
the
into the
management,
gutter. And that
center for media and for media
data as well will cause might usually cause a lot of
yes.
Doctor, thank you so much. Thank you.
How do we do that? How do you do it? It's I said. It is cool. Yeah, I can come here. Ah.
Wait, girl.
Then after I'm free, now you will say the character.
Which of them is based on?
Amo,
Ashram.
yes.
What's the
The one that
Okay, fine, fine.
the one that doesn't stay my friend.
Doesn't want to. The movie is not between us now. Yeah, it's not about this. See, this is so. I know, and I think that this students are really hard. Any question? Okay, fine.
If your child from here,
Yes.
to molest.
I don't think China at home.
Yes.
Okay, fine. 1 million. Okay, so, okay. What else do you need?
They're not children, are they not
First
children?
thing first. First thing would be okay. The neighbors. What's the name? Yes, so there is no let's have somebody. May not sit. We do not bring that now going to sell the movie. I think the first thing then
The friends are now telling the mother, I'm going to take up. So you tell me that I will be doing more attention. Let's find out how
mothers, younger, your hands are already in your hands are kind of tight. What will you do with what you
Let me just come in.
if I not know that,
Okay, like this.
so
What would I now be doing? You can fit finish up.
torture, let's go inside.
Let's go inside.
You're going inside, you're going to
Let's go.
you're trying to do that. Like, I want to show you something in the bedroom. Yeah. I'll start with the bedroom. So you, that is your idea. So you leave the house. The next thing you just that, yes, they live together. Yeah. So then that's the best thing, right? Yeah.
and you feel like
That's your friend now. I also told this me online.
just trying to tell you before telling you break.
Yeah.
I think you're
Talking to the mom. The mom told to talk to me, so I will now like catch them in her. Because I've got that's what I'm going to do, right? Right?
My name is access to you. We are presenting on drug abuse.
Innocent guy. So let's see our